Flawless victory. Flawless victory.
What is going on? We're gonna start early with it. We're starting early, going right into the game. Boop. There's some game audio for you. Hey, there you are.
Hey.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you hop on YouTube? I got both the Twitch and YouTube stream going, but can you hop on the YouTube one and tell me what it looks like at 1440p? That's fine, as long as it just looks good is my thing.
Okay.
Well, because I'm upscaling from 1080p to 1440 instead of doing it native 1440. So to make sure it's upscaling well.
Yeah, looks good.
Does it look pretty sharp and crisp?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll keep it. That's why I like YouTube. I've been calling that YouTube was going to be the future streaming. It was going to eventually dethrone Twitch and... Huh?
I'll be able to tell you more when I'm like, I have no more monitor and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I know. I don't have a 1440p monitor. All my monitors are all 1080, high frame rate 1080 monitors. And I never got around to upgrading. But I have a 2080 Ti that arrives tomorrow.
Nice. No,
What?
mine's a 1440p 144 monitor.
Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Tomorrow we're playing Factorio.
You haven't played that for a while.
I know, but the gentleman who sent me the 2080 Ti, because he upgraded to a 3080 Ti, requested that I play... Oh god, that was loud. Requested that I play Factorio for the card.
Fair enough.
That's where he discovered me. Pretty cool, dude.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
You've been discovered?
No, one of the viewers, Wolfie, who sent me the 2080 Ti, he discovered me when I was playing Factorio back in the day. So his request for the card was that I play Factorio again for a stream.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's stream is going to be Factorio because I'll have a 2080 Ti tomorrow. I need to install and get ready.
Enjoy.
Yes. I can't remember what I was doing. I know I had just finished this graphene stuff and sulfur stuff. How are we doing on graphene? Is it keeping up? Not at all. We're producing way more than we're using, so eventually it'll catch up, I guess. Just a matter of time. Oh, I did that. That was dumb. There we go. Okay, so that's working. Ow. I think they changed those textures to the water. Ooh, we're not training anything. Anything that just requires blue and red? Yeah.
So you guys think CD Projekt Red got done doing all the damn issues with the game? Now they're gonna have them finish the game for them?
That's what I'm thinking. They got the core mechanics worked out where they're comfortable that it's not buggy. And then actually finishing the fine detail of the game, they're just gonna dump it off to the modders. That was kind of, I guess that's what I was thinking, based off what you had sent me. I mean, I could be completely asinine wrong, but I don't know. I can also see them actually doing that, just dumping it off on the modders right now because they're just washing their hands of it because they're tired of it. They have a bigger fish to fry right now.
Start working on their next game.
Exactly. They're what is it? They're working on the next Witcher. Was that them? Yeah, Witcher or some shit they're supposed to be working on too. I mean, I don't know where priorities lie for CD Projekt Red, but
Well, you would think Redemption would be one of them.
we thought that with EA multiple times.
Yeah, but CD Projekt Red is no EA.
That's fair.
And CD Projekt Red didn't fuck this up. It's the people in the back sitting there trying to push it out too fast that fucked it up.
They just had And I'm not blaming
It's
CD
not like they
Yeah.
were sitting there saying the game was perfect by themselves. They weren't the ones saying it. It was all the production, marketing that was doing that. Unlike another game we know, No Man's Sky, where the actual guy making the game was sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, it's perfect," blah blah, all this stuff.
Now that's a redemption
That's
story,
why-
Jesus.
Oh fuck them. It's one of these things where I'll play the game and all that stuff, but I'll never give them credit for anything. The redemption story that took 8 years.
That's fair.
That's because we're only on year 1 for CD Projekt Red. Whatever the main guy's name literally lied about a lot of
Sean
shit.
Murray.
Yeah. So, I have 0 respect for that guy.
Sean!
Do you remember originally when that game came out, how people were asking about multiplayer, how
Yeah,
They
he
would
said it was
find,
like
like, friends and stuff in
impossible.
it.
Yeah.
it was like, it's so hard, it's impossible. I mean, like, even if you found the same planet,
Day
it's
2.
not like you'd be able to find each other on that planet.
Day 2, 2 friends take a screenshot of the exact same spot, looking at the exact same moon and the exact same everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, because people thought it was multiplayer. He lied about it.
Yeah.
But it's like all you need to do is go to the same station on any galaxy and you fight each other immediately. You don't even need to go to a planet, so he's ignoring that factor. That's sketchy as hell, saying shit like that.
Yeah. What's the hold up on these? Oh, fuck. It's these lenses again, isn't it? Where are they coming in at? They're coming in right mirror? Where are you coming in at? Oh, right here. Do I have any more factories? I do. This game is just so oddly satisfying. I don't get it. Oh, Taurus, you want me to hydrate? Hey, buddy. That's a lot of hydrates, Taurus. How the program goes good. That is a lot of hydrates, sir. You're gonna make me have to pee. I have to go get water. I got them over in the fridge because my Coke's out. Oh, I keep saying the word hydrate, so that keeps popping up. Well, odd how that happens. I guess you really want me to hydrate. Are you sure you want me to hydrate, Taurus? Ah, shit never gets old. Here you go. This is gonna get you. Do you want me to drink water? Oh, the production of those things. Where are we? There they are. 240. Oh, fuck. I'm just off. Production of those are just above. That is a lot of drinking of water. Okay, I'll drink water. Hi, Adam, by the way. I didn't see your chat. Oh, because I don't have restream chat going. My bad. What's up, Hellboy? What's up? Oh, come on. You know it looks great. It does look good? Good. Hey, guys.
So, Fox, when are you platform switching to the only platform you haven't streamed from?
Which one's that?
YouTube.
I streamed on YouTube for 6 fucking months.
Oh, did you? I forgot. So you've been on everything then now.
Yes.
Alright, you still gotta go Chatterbait. You said you were gonna do that back in the day.
No, OnlyFans. OnlyFans denied me.
Can you stream on it?
Yes, and they denied me.
Get fucked.
Yeah, right? Oh, he knows me. Oh, my bad. I didn't have restream up, and I'm live on YouTube right now. I've been restreaming to YouTube.
Oh no, I meant solo streaming. Did you ever solo stream?
Yeah,
though?
for 6 months after Mixer
Oh,
closed
that's
down.
right.
Yeah, I went straight to YouTube.
So I knew you went back to Facebook too. You
Oh,
You
no, I did Facebook one day for giggles for the mobile thing.
switch platforms too much.
I want to stay at YouTube, but no one came with me besides Hellboy and Adam. So I was like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, I have zero interest in YouTube.
So video game Thursdays on Chatterbait isn't gonna happen.
Probably not.
Fox, give the viewers what they want. Like, get it together.
You gotta get me more money, bud. I need that money. I need that sweet money. I actually have 2 YouTube channels now. I got
You'd probably actually become somewhat famous on it if you didn't
Yeah.
actually do shit and you were just sitting there doing games and stuff on it.
You're like, who's this weird fucker just
You'd
playing
be-
video games?
Well, no, not even shirtless. You'd just be normal and on there, and it would be against the norm, and people are like, wait, what the fuck's this guy doing? They'd all start popping in.
You're just watching me stream on Chatterbait. I probably could do actually Chatterbait using my restream as well. I also have a second YouTube channel called Hardware Fox, and I'm gonna start doing my custom keyboard builds and stuff on there.
No,
Yeah.
what you need to do is rename it Fox's Hardware and then get on Chatterbait.
I tried that on the YouTube one, but it was already taken, so I did Hardware Fox. If you don't get water, I'll drop another 10. Oh my god, fine. Fuck, Taurus, I'll go get water. Jesus Christ. Watch my production. Be right back. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Ready? Are you ready? Fine. 10 drinks.
Get your ass drinking.
Had some
Pushed
Chicago
in.
style pizza tonight, which is nice.
What? They don't make that shit in Iowa.
Yeah, they do.
Lies.
What style pizza?
Rositas. Chicago style.
What style pizza?
Okay.
It's a lot of hydrates.
I mean, they have that, Giordano's, whatever, like, they have one in Des Moines, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
restaurant. But there's also another place, too. That's the place I ordered from.
Yep.
Oh, Giordano's. Okay. I was trying to figure out
Giordano's.
what type of pizza were you talking about, and I couldn't get an answer. I was like, what the fuck?
I did. I
Nice.
said Chicago.
Oh, I could not hear you.
Rositas pizza.
I don't think I've had that.
They make Chicago.
I heard Rosa Tits.
That's kind of what I heard too. Not gonna lie.
Sound like you're hard for our old Spanish teacher, Vernon.
You know what? Fox was talking about this Chatterbait thing, and then this got me
He
excited.
didn't. Tits just popped in his head.
Rosa Tits.
Rose's tits. I didn't know you were so hard on for Chatterbait, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to be your agent / manager here, just trying to help a brother out. That's all.
Well, get me the big deals, and I'm all about it.
Just looking out.
I owe more drinks, but I have to let my tummy recover from that last batch for just a second.
Last batch.
There's a lot of drinking.
Aren't these for beer?
I don't have beer, so it's actually just hydrates. I was hydrating.
Excuse me, you don't have beer?
I don't. The only thing we have
So
in the house right now is shanties, and I will not drink a shanty. I hate shanties so fucking bad.
Shandies.
Huh?
Shandies.
Shandies. Yeah.
Just shanties.
Shandies. I hate shandies.
That's a shame. Shandies are amazing.
I fucking hate them.
Why?
I don't like fruity beers. And they have like that weird citrusiness to them, and I don't like it.
I've never heard anyone say like, man, Line and Cool with summer shandies probably the worst taste of beer I've ever had in my life.
Hate it.
I have never. You are the first, Fox.
Well, good. I'm glad I'm the first. I actually have some taste.
Okay. I've watched you drink Busch Lights.
Yeah, that's just water. That's water with a hint of beer. That you don't drink that because you want to drink beer. You drink that because you just want to hydrate.
I was gonna say nowadays I tend to drink like heavier ales or stouts or milk stouts or something like that.
You had what I really like. That English ale and Scottish ales. Those are my jams. And Nathan had it. He was down like 2 weekends ago and drank some of it.
My easy drink right now is 312. It's just really easy to drink.
312. Yeah.
It's speaking
but
of,
that might skirt the line for you, Fox, on citrusy.
Hey,
it's.
I know it's not what you're talking about. I know.
312 has a new lemonade type beer.
There you go.
Yeah, no.
What's the name of it?
Good. It's
Because 312 is not the brand, right? It's just the name of the beer. I don't even remember what the name of the company is.
312 is owned by Goose Island.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's
Goose Island, yeah.
So 312, I think it's just 312 lemonade. It's actually way better than I thought. We got it on tap, on draft, the other day, and I gave it a try at work.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh wow, I can like drink this. I actually bought some. It's at my parents'.
I really wanted to get a milk stout that was peanut butter flavored, which is funny because I feel like they copied the thing from what my cousin has made. He actually owns with his father-in-law owns a brewery. But that fucking thing, I was like, do I really want to try this and find out that it sucks? Because you have to buy a full like 6-pack or whatever for $15. I'm like, I don't think it's worth the investment. I can just get it for my cousin if I really want some again.
Yeah.
Because his is actually called D's Nuts. But he had people at when he would bring to conventions that were like, so how you make this? Trying to get what he was using or whatever out of them.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen one until just the other day.
Do you know what's a pretty clever name that I saw?
Well, he gave me the reason why he called it D's Nuts. Because every time he takes it to a convention and like puts that as one of the main ones, anytime a girl walks up, they will not fucking say, "Can I have some of D's Nuts?" He's like, it's hilarious because they get ready to say it because they're just getting their next beer, and then they're like, wait, they like pause and like, how the fuck do I say?
How do I say this right?
Can I have one of those D's Nuts?
Can I have D's Nuts, please? Can I have D's Nuts in my mouth?
He's like, I did it for a joke originally, but now I just find it hilarious.
Which cousin was that?
Out of Chicago. I don't know if you ever met him.
I probably haven't then. Oh fuck, I'm stuck in. Oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? I gotta go up. God damn it.
Your spaghetti on this is impressive.
Oh my god, this is gonna get so much worse because I need like 2 more of these machines and I have nowhere else to put it besides spaghetti. So the spaghetti is gonna be real here. I just gotta get the right angle on this grid square here so it doesn't try
I mean, they don't have to be right next to shit, do they?
They have to be right next to the belt. I don't have that much reach. You only have 3 squares reach. And right now the 3, but it has to be on the same plane of movement. And because of those weird curves, it doesn't like work every time. It's
I feel
fucking
like
weird.
it's a pain in the ass on the allowing stuff to work out on this way too much. It would just drive me nuts.
There. That's all I needed right
when
there.
belts finally actually work, it's just a pain in the ass, it looks like.
Sometimes part of it is because this is like really my first playthrough still. It's having enough future sight to understand like chains. So normally after I did it, I tore this whole base down before I even got this far. I rebuilt this section here, which is on my iron, and this is how you should do the belts. Like it is super fucking efficient and clean, and then everything should feed down that.
Just like the other game.
Yes.
That's how
It looks like if Satisfactory and Factorio had a fucking child.
Yep.
That's what this game is. Now I should be producing enough of those though.
Oh, it's definitely like all this.
Yes.
Even there's a lot of the looks are stolen straight from Satisfactory.
Yep.
The boxes or whatever in the middle of the belts are identical, almost identical to fucking Satisfactories.
My Dyson Sphere is... My Dyson Swarm is coming back. At one point, I had 15,000 sales in it. Now we're back up to 11. Got all the way down to 3 there for a minute. Our sale production was not nearly as high as the amount I was launching. And I fucking broke my entire production chain. So I think I have now fixed it. Tracking everything. And it looks like I'm making more sales than using currently. If I get down to the solar sale area, which is right here, I'm producing 242 a minute and only using 160 a minute. But that I don't know if that includes the other planet. So let's go check the other planet, because now that I got fucking killer reactor energy, I can just fly all across this solar system and not be an issue at maximum speed. I should probably save it now that I got that shit fixed real quick, so it doesn't get corrupted, because it's been corrupted a couple times. But you have to admit though, this game is awfully pretty for a game that was only developed by 5 people.
Yep. Like Valheim?
Yep. So for they still, I don't think Dyson's hired anyone new.
Yeah, they got 3.
They get,
One of them is like marketing or something.
oh, Dyson did?
Or PR.
Oh god, I just bounced off the planet.
Oh, not Dyson. Never mind. I thought
Holy shit, I just bounced off a planet. I hit too hard. I did not know that was possible. Hey, Judah. Yeah, I'm gonna be super pain tonight.
I thought you were talking about Valheim.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm 100% talking about Dyson, and I just went way too fast, and I have fucked myself. I am... Oh, okay. I'm producing enough power fast enough I can turn around pretty quickly. I forgot I had upgraded my drives, because I needed to burn research points, and I
saw someone playing this that was like really advanced on all the shit they had done already, and it's interesting.
Yes, I can't wait to get the actual Dyson Sphere built. Unlimited power. Now I'm going at right around 1,000 meters a second, which means I won't bounce off the planet. You just crash real hard.
He's gonna do it again.
No, I'm slowing down. Boosh. Skadoosh. To the northern reaches. I want to see how... Are any of these guns firing? Why are you not firing? Are you guys out of sales? No. Out of power? No. Oh, pitch limit. Oh, the planet's too close? You have...
No, I just can't see it. Isn't it out of view of where they're trying to shoot?
No, it's not.
Oh, I see that.
It's like touching almost.
That's fine. It's just easier.
That's what I thought. That's why I built this. It's saying it's pitch limit. It's too low on the horizon.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's too low. They can't angle down far enough.
I don't get it. Why don't you just shoot
Because
up
some
here?
of the guns will be shooting into the guns. Is why.
Yeah, but why don't you shoot on the other side of the swarm that's not that one specific spot?
Are they that smart?
They
5
should
people
be.
played this game. 5 people. If you can program the guns to shoot over there.
I'm adding an orbit. Don't worry. Orbit radius. Tiny. We're gonna make it like that. And like
Wait,
that.
what?
Create.
You can change the orbit of your planets?
No, orbit of the swarm that I'm putting in the satellites.
Oh.
So I can create a new orbit.
Yep.
And then I can find an orbit that keeps these guns
Because
permanently.
those are all collecting power.
Yep. It's basically solar panels in space.
Yep.
And then they send microwaves back to the planet to these receivers, which generate the power, take the power and convert it into usable. I just gotta get someone get orbit 2 set up. And maybe, just maybe, now I got orbit 2 set up. I can go to edit orbit, orbit 2. Can I not edit it? I thought I could edit the orbit. Oh my god, that's loud. Fucking ray receivers. Orbit 2 is a no bueno. Why? Ooh, I have an idea.
It's just because of where it's built on the planet.
That's the one spot on the planet that's always facing that sun. And I thought that'd be fine, but what I'm going to try doing now is something really stupid and put like a giant orbit out instead of a small orbit. And oh, so I can pick the point at which they fire. Oh, okay. I see. So if we leave, let's do opposite side, like here. Hang on, let's cancel. Let's add an orbit. Where is it normally at 205? So let's go. So orbit radius, that's normally at 205. So let's go 0. Great. Let's see what happens when I do that. 2, got it. Orbit 2 worked. I fixed it.
Yeah.
I just had to change the angle in which it fires. So now they're firing on the opposite side of the sun, and they can always see that opposite side. So essentially, if I plan this right, because he's never going to the shadow of anything, they should always be firing unless the planet rotates into a very specific spot. There we go. Now we're putting them sails up. We've got a second orbit around the sun going. Good. And now from space... Oh, I'm stuck underneath that thing.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys aren't firing.
Yeah, half of them are. I know. They're not all designed to fire, so... Because, you know, the planet still has its,
Well, I mean, if you made it like a up to down orbit and just put the firing point at the top of it, it would still be able to do it, correct?
No. Because the game has a little bit of a dumb physics with the guns, and they have a height above them that nothing can be above it, so they can't even aim above another one for a certain range. It's fucking dumb. I see what you're saying, and I wish it would work, and I think I've tried that, and it gets wonky with the way the game physics is. It just says there's an object or obstacle in its way still. But maybe. See, if I made it a vertical one instead of horizontal, like you're thinking, and I made it huge, and that way it's like basically straight up from that pole. And I don't know what their highest altitude is that they can shoot up to. But if I did it right, maybe. I'll have to play with an orbit and see what happens.
Yep, I have no idea how the game works. It's
I
like
know.
describing people in the new Phasmo changes. Right? There's so much shit they changed that game. You just watch people play the game and everyone's like, grab the thermometer! Grab the thermometer!
What the fuck's a
Grab the
thermometer?
It's like, yes, this isn't the game from 2020. It's completely different. They nerfed the fuck out of the thermometers.
Yeah, the thermometer's
quiet down.
like fucking destroyed now.
And you get people walking around, oh my gosh, it's 6 degrees in this room. It's definitely this room. It's like, no, it is not that room. It's different.
Okay, so I'm gonna set these ones in the back up to that new orbit and see what happens. Nah, they still can't see it. Ooh, maybe. Hang on. All right, did I put you on it? No, you, right? Yeah, okay. Add orbit 3. Delete 3. Add 3. And we said too close to planet orbit. So if I go just slightly in it, and I go vertical like we were talking, 90. Just do 180 inclination or longitude. So if I put you
Oh,
on...
I see what it's doing. There's no way to go north to south. It's only east to west.
Got it.
It's spinning that when it's on a circle.
Nope. You're right. I fixed it.
No, but that one point won't go off the same 2D baseline.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
But now I have every gun firing.
Yeah.
Because I had to play it, of course, the 2D physics, but I could fuck with it. Now, I don't know if I can get all of them firing on that same plane, but maybe.
Do they all have to be in the same area? Does it matter?
No, I have 2 different guns on 2 different planes right now.
No, I know. That I meant, like, efficiency-wise, does it matter?
Oh, yes. The tighter the grouping and the more sails you have in an orbit, the more efficient the swarm is, and you'll get a higher power output of the swarm. When you're in...
You know how much that doesn't make any sense?
Okay, sorry.
Because they're just, like, getting in each other's way or whatever, collecting sunlight.
But they
in real
communicate
life.
to each other for sending the beams back. Like, bouncing around, like, you know how SpaceX wants to use lasers to communicate? So they use microwaves to send it to the next one to send it back for efficiency. I don't know. They talked about it. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, that Orbit 3 can only generate... Right now, it's generating, like, 6 megawatts, but more sales, more better, right?
Mm-hmm.
My total capacity estimated right now is 440 megawatts and growing. So we're gonna have, if I can get some more guns going on the other 2 polar ends on this planet and the other planet, and get enough solar sails produced, I can probably have 3 full-on swarms going. Because like sail 1 has over 12,000 sails in it. In Swarm 1.
Yeah.
2 only has 600, and 3 now has 200 something. But 2 and 3 should constantly be going. There's only very short periods of time when they shouldn't be able to fire. And it just depends on the orbit around that planet. But I think if I have them on 3, they'll always be able to fire. I don't think there's a dead spot to 3. So I might just abandon 2 and let it die and go to 3. So I think 3 is going to be constant. Because I can have every single gun firing at 3 now. To reckless abandon. But I might put my other planet on 2 because it's so close to the sun. That might be a good idea. Where are you at? There you are. Just follow the blue lines.
Just looks like they're falling to the left. I saw dots going past the planet.
Yeah. It's like, where's my other planet? Oh, just look for the blue dots coming from somewhere in space. Did those stop firing now? Oh shit, I ran into the planet, wasn't paying attention. Was not paying attention at all. I'm surprised it didn't bounce off. I was going pretty fucking fast. Can you orbit 2? Ooh, you can do orbit 2. So orbit 1 decay and delete.
Oh, this is going back to a previous conversation, but I was going to mention when it comes to interesting names and everything else, we had someone try to have us move from Zing Zang to a new Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah.
And the name of the bloody, like, the name is Morningwood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I'm like, that is for Bloody Mary mix. That is an amazing name. Good job, sir. Like, that's great. But yeah, guys were like, what's it called? And he's like, Morningwood, and he pulls it out of the bag. He had one. It tasted okay, and then he had another one that had a dill flavor.
Ooh, I bet that was pretty tasty.
That wasn't too bad. That was actually, I mean, I prefer mine like spicier. You know?
I like a
But
spicy
like-
and a dill, but
Yeah, it was pretty decent. Like, yeah, I mean, we're not going with it, but
yeah.
just his pricing was still horrible. Like, he served his only out glass bottles. We're like, can we get it in plastic? He's like, no. It's like, okay, that's fine. You know, Cossie's he's working on it, and then he was charging more for his than like Zing Zing, which is like the top standard. You know?
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
It's hard to start off charging more because then no one's gonna.
Yeah, like,
We're not gonna
I'm sorry, man.
pay to beta test your drink.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, Zing Zang's by far the most popular, and it's not even close. Like, it's by far. Why, as you said, why would we roll that dice for something that's not proven? Like,
Yeah.
you have to give me a reason, and the reason's going to be either you're so unique and out of the box that I'm like, dude, I think we can promote this, you know, and give it a try, or like, it's going to just have to be cheaper.
Yep.
While staying at the same quality, you know. It's like, hey, we can match Sing Sang and charge less. Good luck.
I know. Right?
Good luck.
Good luck. At this point of the game, you know. And the people that are really doing like unique, different stuff, they're making their own Bloody Mary mixes from scratch. Like, they're not buying it, they're making it. So,
I
try and
need
pray
to-
our company never goes towards. We already,
It's
dude,
cheaper. You're wasting an hour of my time every day now.
oh, we already make these drinks that are just massive. Like,
Yeah.
I made this 5-gallon lemonade the other day, where I'm just like in front of a gas pouring 2 huge liter bottles of vodka and triple sec, one at a time. It's like, that's a lot of alcohol. And I go, you know what? It is. Like, and then just put the lemonade in mix, and it's like, you can't taste the alcohol, but there's a lot in there. And we sell a 16-ounce cup of that only for $5.
That's not too bad.
No.
No one ever remembers going to Farner's place.
Or going home.
They never get any self-promotion from people going there.
Oh,
By the time they get home, they have no idea what they just did for the last 4 or 5 hours.
I've already had to kick some people out.
I'm sure. That's the other problem about working with at that style of place, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I have to kick bozos out.
Yeah. Do you guys have a security person at every place?
We don't.
That's the deal. That's the one thing that.
Well, yes and no. It depends. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
in general, the answer is no. But for like the Woodley Hall fight that just happened this last Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For certain occasions, yeah.
Yeah, we had a police officer there. That kind of keeps people in check a little bit.
Oh, Jake Paul had another
Mhm.
fight this weekend?
Dude, he fucking won. He beat Tyrone Woodley. Tyrone Woodley's a beast and 5-time UFC champion. And like, Woodley showed up in incredible shape, ripped to shreds and everything else.
Was it
Won.
rigged?
No.
Have you watched a fight yet?
No.
Watch a fight.
Yeah, it's not rigged. He just outboxed him. So, that's all it was. Just one understood what the point system, how it works, and the other one clearly didn't, you know. Like, was... Honestly, I think he was too scared to, like, get in there too much.
Oh, the MMA fighter?
Yeah. Well, it's just different, like, with boxing, like, sometimes you can, like, risk where boxing, like, okay, I know I'm going to get hit, but I'll hit them better, right?
Yep.
That, in MMA, you can't do that. You do that, you're knocked out. It's over. Because the other guy's kneeing you or kicking you. Like, you try a stunt like that, it's over. Or they're going to grapple you.
Yeah, it's like the
keep you
same
in the
thing
hold.
Conor McGregor dealt with when he switched over. He wasn't comfortable in the ring.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Woodley had one, like, there's this one hit. He had a chance to win it. But you can tell his MMA instincts came out. Because, like, he took, like, a step back. Which is normal for MMA. Because you gotta watch out for the goddamn kick.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, to your face.
But you can't do that in boxing.
You can't do that in boxing.
You just gave the guy the advantage.
He should have just jumped in there and just pounded him. Because you got to punch the guy on the way down. You can't, like, have mercy of any sort. Granted, MMA, it's not mercy, it's just strategy, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. I know. I get what you're saying.
zero hesitation. So, but no, Paul won again. He's still undefeated. And now he's beat 2 UFC world champions.
Didn't he lose to Floyd Mayweather though?
No, that was Logan
That was,
Paul.
oh my god, I forgot that they're both doing it.
And dude, that was only by points. But that makes sense, dude. Logan Paul is a huge... He's bigger than Jake. He's legitly huge human being. Like, the dude's big. Like, Floyd Mayweather was never knocking him out.
That's fair.
He looked tiny. Like, he looked so tiny.
Isn't that the one we watched like a year ago?
A year
I
ago?
think we watched it. Wasn't it about a year ago?
What,
Sometime
Logan?
last year? That fight, or has it been longer back?
Yeah. That was...
Because I remember watching it, and what happened the entire time, Fox, was Mayweather just kept distance.
Yeah.
He didn't even try.
Well,
He just sat there and tried to win on points the whole time, like he's saying
Yeah.
Jake did in the other fight.
well,
He didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't want to deal with it because he knew if he got into a bad spot, he was just going to get knocked out because the guy's, like he said, huge.
mhm.
So he showed up for the money, got the points win, and was out. He's like, I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was, if I remember correctly, it was a shitty fight. It was just boring.
It was. This last fight I didn't think was shitty.
Yeah.
It was actually entertaining. And the fights before it were entertaining too. And the way they did it, saying it was with this time Showtime, showed it. Like, they had 3 matches, 4. They actually had some world championship matches on the card.
Yep.
Like for boxing, and it was, they didn't do entertainment in between the two. Like, it was like it was like a real pay-per-view. It was great. It was a lot better than what Logan Paul put out. Now, if they handed Jake Paul, the dude took some licks. He got hit in the face multiple times. Didn't matter. Like,
Yep, the guy's an idiot, but he's doing that.
Thank you.
Yes,
The both Paul brothers are pretty fucking stupid.
yeah.
that's why people watch. They hate watch. Dude, the whole place, we only had a couple people that was rooting for Jake. It was very Woodlake centric. Like, every time Jake got hit, like the whole restaurant erupted. Like, this one guy was slamming his hands against like the table hard enough where the police officer walked up. It's like, yeah, no, but but yeah, people were psyched to watch Jake get his butt kicked, and
I can't say I don't blame them.
that's not what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna save the game.
What?
I want to try something. We're going
Can't
into
do that.
we're going into the sun. We're committing Sudoku.
Why is that?
I don't know. To see what happens. See what kind of physics they have based. See if I can actually burn up and die in the sun.
I'm pretty confident you will.
Oh, that's cool. Now you just hover it. You just orbit it. That is cool. Holy shit, that's so cool. Solar flares and everything.
And you don't die.
Well,
Boo.
he's like bouncing off of it. You
Yeah.
can't get close enough to touch or anything.
Nope.
Yep, but he should still burn up and die.
I mean, I'm not a person. I'm a mech. I'm an autonomous robot.
Yeah, you would melt.
Depends on the alloy.
Boo. You talk to the developers. Depends on the alloy, my ass.
Fusion reactors are hotter than the sun, and they stay burning.
Cool.
He's got you there, Varner.
Yeah, our own rockets, if you throw a rock against it, it'll puncture a hole where they can't fly. So,
They do that for lightweight.
yeah, exactly.
This mech is not built for lightweight. It's an armored mech.
What movie was it where they had them fly through the sun to get somewhere? Was it the Lost in Space, the original one? Not the
I think-
original. The
There was a Star Trek where they did
whatever
it.
one.
I'm trying to think. I know what you're talking about, Mark.
We're like, oh, if we face straight into the sun or whatever, we can blah blah. I think it was Lost in Space how it ended up ending it. I
Fuck,
could be completely thinking of a different movie, but
you stressed me out, so I'm gonna have to eat a cannoli.
You blame that on
That's gonna
me?
Bring me peace.
You're blaming that on me?
Yes.
Yeah, good luck. Nice try. Whatever helps you sleep at night, bud.
It's
That
not
cannoli
my
will help.
fault.
It looks good on the big screen, Judah. I'm running at 1440p on YouTube. If you want to try a higher resolution on the big screen.
It's 100% not my fault.
And
I'm
Fox,
gonna
you
eat
said you like
calories in my
dill and
body.
spicy. Do you ever eat Clausens?
Oh, I love Clausens.
They're so good, except when they come back out.
Oh, that's true. Oh, vomiting pickle is not good.
Is that Earth?
It's called Alberto 3.
Oh, I was talking about vomiting them, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, nothing's good coming out that end either. Me, just jalapenos are bad.
There's a restaurant I want to try that's nearby me. It's literally called Nashville Hot Chicken.
Oh, I've heard of Nashville Hot Chicken.
I want to give her a try.
I've been to Nashville where they have the hot chicken places, and I was just like, okay, I don't get this fad, but sure, I'll give it a try.
It's not bad.
It's just spicy fried chicken.
It's delicious. No, the sauce is different. It's oil based.
Oh, I guess I didn't really.
Nashville hot sauce is oil based.
Oh, is it oil based?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was powder based.
Nope. So it just depends what you're using. Your Nashville hot, like the hot sauce, there's so many different ways you can make it. So like, not all of them taste the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a flavor profile you're trying to hit, but there's some flavor profile barbecue too, sauce. You know, so
Yeah.
Nashville hot, there's a lot of varieties you can go with. You know what? I'm drinking some of Marissa's oat milk.
Oat milk's so good.
It's actually not too shabby.
Is it the extra creamy Planet Oat?
Silk
Oh,
brand, I guess.
we don't have the Silk brand oat milk here. We have this one called Planet Oat, and it's like this extra creamy, and it's like super thick and amazing.
Yeah, I don't think I could drink a lot of it. It's almost like too rich.
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
super rich.
Oh, I need to just drink skim.
I love oat milk. I can't drink regular milk anymore. Liz gave me whole milk last weekend, and I had the other end so bad for 3 days. It hurt.
Yeah, Marissa even makes sure like that I drink a glass every few days, because our house is so lactose free that like I've had a couple situations where I started having bad reactions to dairy.
Yup.
And we're like, obviously you can become lactose intolerant. It's like, I don't want to become that. So
I think that's what happened. Like,
I always drink milk at meals.
I can eat
Yeah.
like cheddar cheeses, but a good, properly aged, sharp cheddar doesn't have lactose in it.
yeah,
So I'm always eating cheddar and cheeses, but none of the cheeses I eat, because the way they're aged, have lactose in it. So when I go and drink a whole glass of whole milk, I get fucked up.
goat cheese is and feta is normally a pretty good call for you. So,
Okay.
so you know. But
Oy.
yeah. And anything, if you buy like the shredded cheese from the store, that's like 1% cheese.
Yeah, it's wax that disguised as cheese.
Yeah, it's like, because people ask Marissa all the time, because she'll eat like a big corporate pizza like Pizza or Domino's, and they're like, they're trying, because you know the way people are, they're trying to like catch people, you know.
I thought you were lactose intolerant.
Lactose hard, it's like, yeah, she's good because they like basically don't use any real cheese. Like, that's now the pizza I ate tonight. Yeah, she couldn't eat that, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's real, and you're paying more money for it to be real, you know.
Real mozzarella and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Where when I lifted up, a huge thing's being stretched.
Yep.
And stuff. That's good stuff. But
We have a good local pizzeria here now in Keika called Joysticks. There's an arcade, but he opened a pizzeria in there, so it's Joysticks Pizza, and it is so fucking good.
We're at
7th and Main.
okay.
It's an arcade on the inside, but he does a lot of delivery. It's you know where no, you probably don't know since they moved there. You know where the Busy Bee was, the haircut place? If you're looking at the Busy Bee, 2 down on the left.
gotcha.
funny. I never went to most of the businesses on Main Street. I guess.
Yeah.
It's too young to care when I lived there.
Maybe Youngers when I bought shoes once in a while.
Now Youngren's building's getting ready to fall over.
What was the name of that shit place? Always had everything that was like people brought in and sold it to them, and then they resold everything.
Oh, the pawn shop?
No, it's not pawn shop. I don't remember what the name of it was, but my fucking parents were there all the time. Cheap crap is what it was. They had like a basement and everything too. They had a bunch of crap down there.
I know what you're talking about.
Family discount furniture?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Sounds right. It's just funny because a lot of the stuff in there would be the same stuff for years because no one ever want to buy that crap. So what's the objective to this game, Fox?
To create a full-fledged Dyson Sphere, which a Dyson Sphere, so what you see me doing with the guns and that shit around the sun, that's a Dyson swarm. So that's just a swarm of little satellites. A Dyson Sphere is a solid constructed object. So you go across your solar system and other solar systems eventually as you get research and collect enough resources to build this sphere around a sun to create the ultimate power source, renewable energy source. And the whole like backstory in the game is your whatever the home planet, which I don't remember was, if it was Earth or what, sent out all these autonomous mechs all across the universe to go out to these varying solar systems and build these Dyson spheres, and they send the power back to the home planet. And if you're at the main menu, you can actually see how many complete Dyson spheres are out there and what player currently has the highest power output and how many Dyson spheres they have and all kinds of cool shit.
I want to know what they're doing on the fucking main planet with all this power.
I know, right?
That comes in part 2.
Right? Infinite power! I think I'm using more sails, a lot more sails now that I change those orbits. Yes.
Subway's like, we have the power to toast 2 sandwiches at once. The power! Thank you, Foxman 150, far away universe.
Excuse me, is Optimus Prime meets Iron Man? Actually, it's Bumblebee meets Iron Man.
But our budget can only have 1 person work at a time, so we still only use 1 toaster. But we could use 2.
Honey, if the toaster's not working again, fuck, we get on the phone to the damn electric company again and tell that Foxman to get his shit together.
Yeah.
We literally are using the power of 3 suns to get this toaster working. Can you just toast some
And as they
fruit?
send it through the galaxy, they lose 99.999% of the power, so they can't even power a toaster.
Those toasters do use a lot of power, though. It's crazy.
What would be cool in the game if they actually told you when you hit like certain power levels, Fox, what you could actually power in real life? They get like a little thing that pops up saying you would now be able to power this in real life.
I wonder if they do. I don't know. They might. I haven't played far enough or paid
Now
attention.
hit this threshold.
I really haven't paid attention to that. Like right
No, I
now, I'm
know.
only
It'd be
producing
cool
a couple
if
hundred megawatts, which at 570 megawatts, that's like what, 1 Chernobyl? That was like the total
I
capacity.
think I was
of
at
the...
over 100 megawatts or whatever on Satisfactory.
And that's not even solar. That's not just solar. I got over here. I got a hydrogen power plants going there, burning hydrogen, but they're not doing shit because the solar's producing so much power. They don't need hydrogen right now, so they're just barely doing anything. And that's another problem because now my oxygen's all backed the fuck up, which means my oil refinery's backed up.
Shouldn't those just be working automatically and shooting out your power or whatever?
Yeah.
Why are they stopping?
Because there's not enough demand on power, so they're not burning.
Wait, I thought the demand was like limitless.
The demand on my planet, so these guys can only power my local,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
the spheres were
It's
that.
local power.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That just means you gotta build more shit then.
I know, but I gotta figure out what the fuck I need to build up that high of
yeah.
energy.
That's kind of the point of the game, Mark.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
This is not a chill game.
It is a
This
chill
keep you
game.
busy game.
Yeah. There's always something new to build.
There always is something new to build. Why? Why is there always something new?
As
Okay.
he goes through his 27 tabs to find the 50
Yep.
things in each tab
Yeah.
and which one's the new one.
I
I
could
saw you
build
pull it up. I think that was your backpack, right?
No, that's
crap
just the
self-sustaining
blueprints.
Nuclear.
Oh, so it was one of the
But-
blueprint ones. It had like 50 in it right after I said it.
Yeah, I'll show you my backpack. Okay, so that's the tab.
Yeah, and all the rocks and shit you're walking around picking up and
Yeah.
producing.
Yeah, that's my backpack. You need to produce purple.
Yeah, that's why I saw it. Like,
Oh, okay, okay. Purple. You are going to go here. Okay. And then you are going to go here. Okay. Then you are going to go here. Can you fucking let go? Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. That won't work. Motherfucker. Please stop it. God damn it. Thank you. That. Oh, I fucked it up. That's supposed to surprise me.
You two appreciate this. So on Saturday, which was madhouse, my owners for the new restaurant showed up, right?
Mhm.
And they had some investors or just people from Pella, right?
Yeah.
And they're older gentlemen and stuff.
Were they trying to impress them?
I think so, a little bit.
Come
Just
look
that,
at the
and
place we're opening up in your city.
yeah.
That type of thing, yeah.
And then they came to me and their fans are like, oh, this is the guy that's going to be, and I happen to be working cashier because we're short. This is the guy that's going to be, running it. And to the Orman go, oh, like that. I'm thinking,
That's great.
cool. And I go, hi, welcome. That was over the top, and happy and stuff.
Yeah.
And then taking the order, I was doing it like the perfect corporate way, And when the old men go, can you talk to me like a normal person? No shit. I looked at them
Yep.
I go, and I said this way, I go, yeah, what do you want? And they just started cracking up, laughing, and everything else. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I said it, I fucking dead-eyed that motherfucker.
Like, the
Yeah, what
fuck
do you
do you
want,
want?
Yeah, his face dropped, but everyone else cracked it up, laughing like hardcore, including my new owners. And everything.
Can you talk to us like a normal person? Okay, what the fuck do you want? Order and get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
You know the funny thing is, that other guy you work
he
with,
wanted
Marner,
it.
wouldn't have been able to do that.
No.
The guy running that place right now would not have been able to do that. He would have been
Mm.
like, oh, I'm just trying to be nice. That would have been his response
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the GM that's there now, but we're a different type of breed.
Yeah.
A person. And even when we
Wait.
go to describe like food to people, he'll give like,
Wait, what?
so we have this new promotional item, and it is the perfect answer. Like, I listen to it, it's almost amazing to listen to, and it's just like, this guy is so on point, it's insane. No matter what they say to him, it's like mesmerizing. And here I am, they'll be like, you want that? I
Oh,
go,
that's what it is.
Nah,
Okay.
but you're gonna want this. This is delicious. And that's how I talk. Like, again, that one I do talk like normal people talk. Like, if people ask, like, hey, what's good, what's not, I'm like, hey, this is our most popular item. Then I answer the question that most people ask, what do you eat? Here.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell them, it's like, hey, this is what I order, And once in a rare while, I'll fib and I'll like add an upgrade to it or whatever.
Well, that's
I'm
what you
like,
just
yeah.
said. And as you can see, I know how to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, which I do.
I've got this down.
Yeah.
Food and I, we don't have any issues. I eat lots.
Yeah. Look at me. Trust me.
Look at me.
I've said that.
We've
to
all
people
got guts.
before.
Hey, Fox, can I make you work out?
If you want.
He laughs and is like, fuck, it's on the damn.
Fuck. Can I delete it real quick?
Used to be cheap as hell, too.
Then I got smart. Make you earn them. Make you earn those workouts.
Yeah, but I can say what to do. I can be like 25 push-up.
It's in the description. It says 10 of any exercise. Whatever you say, it's only 10.
And I'm just gonna type in miles. I can fuck you over somehow, bitch.
I'll just hook my Apple Watch up to the fan and let it go for 10 miles.
10 kilometers.
10 kilometers, bitch.
10 suicides. You didn't make all your free throws. 10 suicides.
Yeah, that was senior year.
10 millimeters. You overstepped.
If I remember correctly, I think one of our end of practices things that just lasted freaking ever was we had to make like 10 free throws in a row, and it
Yeah.
wasn't the same person. It was one person
Yep.
after another every time. So like someone would miss them, everyone would be like, "God damn it!"
Dude. They would always put Tyler Gray or Keegan. I won't say that.
Keegan would miss all the time.
Keegan and Tyler. Jesus Christ. Every time. They wouldn't put someone who's good at free throws. They would just be like, oh, Keegan, Tyler, could you shoot some free throws? And Tyler didn't even suck that bad free throws, but like the pressure, he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
And so he would just miss, and it's just like, I fucking hate you too. Well, one of them I hated all the time, 24/7. I lived to hate the guy. But like the other one, it's like, dude,
I know.
get it together. It's not hard. Good times.
Sounds like it.
Those were like hate practices.
Yeah.
Coach hated us.
Which was all the time, the guy. The guy can fucking burn hell frog.
I don't know if you were there for that, but what's his name broke his hand on the damn towel dispenser because he
No.
punched it during one game.
I was there for that.
It was great. Yeah, I just remember like being yelled at halftime wherever, and the motherfucker already broke his hand, and he's just still laying into us or wherever, and he's just like kind of like trying to hide it, and then he just doesn't show up for the second half for a while.
That motherfucker made contact with me too.
Yep,
So
I remember.
that's why I left Stretch.
I had no
So,
respect for him.
That's why I left.
I actually
Because-
don't know which coach you're talking about, to be honest with you. They
Dude,
sent it to me over Discord.
I'll tell you the story sometime about what happened and like when the school board meetings, not school board, it was right before school board meetings, and what the priests, like they had Getz there, they had the principals there, they had like 2 teachers there, and then they had the priest there, and then head coach, assistant coach, my parents, and myself. And what was said in that meeting, like even my dad, who's a member of the school board at that time, no longer argued the fact that's like, yeah, maybe you need to go. Like it, and he just like just pulled. It was bad. The priest was, the wording was great. So, and I had Hogan as a witness.
Greg?
And,
Greg?
Yep. Of all people.
Huh.
Like the most trustworthy person probably
Yep.
in school was my witness. And didn't matter. So, yep. After that, I didn't want to really even play sports when I was even at the high school. Like I played, but I didn't want to. I was so turned off by it by that point. So it kind of just ruined things for me. So
That's
yeah,
kinda sad.
that guy can burn. I won't say his name on here. But
No, that's fine. That's what I was telling.
Yeah.
Just DM it to me on Discord.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna.
Yep.
Oh. Gets was fun though.
Yep, and at the time we may have not given him much respect, but looking back, he was one of the better coaches just because he was an actually decent human being.
Oh, Joe.
Wanted us to actually win, not just wanted to push his shit on us constantly.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Joe. Baseball with Joe is hilarious. Even when, every time we lose fire drills, fuck it, let's have fun.
I know. Yep.
Eating contests at Arby's.
I agree more on soccer than baseball because I think he was half the reason why we were so shitty at baseball. He didn't put no effort into baseball at all.
I
Soccer,
mean,
Made it
he
fun, but
tried-
he put
he
zero.
tried-
effort into
The
baseball.
follow-on
Soccer, he
coaches
tried
at
to make
baseball
us
did.
good.
But the follow-on coaches in baseball weren't much better either. That kind of sucked.
Keegan almost died playing baseball.
I remember that. We were. Was it? Where was it? Were we at Harmony?
We were so far out. I don't
We were
remember. It was
so
like 2
far
hours
away.
out. I don't know where the fuck
Yeah,
it was.
we were like at Harmony or Eldon or something, and I remember because we stopped at like a fast food place, like with Wendy's or some shit. We're all going in, and Keegan's like, "Yeah, no, I'm just gonna sleep in the van," and we all look at each other like, "He's never missed a meal." The fuck? And then his parents showed up. What was like an hour later?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do feel bad for him one way. His parents were something else. So, some of it's not his fault.
No.
But some of it is.
He works with Liz now.
I'm very biased when it comes to that guy. Like in the lab or on the floor?
He's production, but he does in the lab because there's still some stuff that the production people have to do in the lab as part of their job. So he's in the lab a lot with Liz.
At least he's done with drugs and stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cleaned up quite a bit.
Mark was just trying to poke a bear.
Hey Fox, what was the name of the art teacher we had when I was like a senior? Remember what her name was?
Miss Soul?
Was it? No. After Souls left. This wasn't Miss Souls, the crazy one.
Yeah, she was a
Illinois.
crazy one. We had an art teacher
Yeah.
after Miss Soul?
Yeah, but I can't remember what her fucking name was.
I don't remember.
She left like several years before I graduated. And then it was some crazy lady that lived over near like Grand Avenue that we all went to her house afterward.
I thought that was Miss Soul. You're thinking Miss
Oh,
Hardy.
was it Miss Soul?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
Miss
yeah,
Soul. Miss
Hardy.
Soul was a crazy.
No,
Miss
no,
Hardy
Miss
was the one.
Soul.
Yeah.
Hardy
Miss
was
Soul.
also sort of crazy. If you
Oh yeah, but she was hilarious.
I was just confused. Yeah,
She was
Miss Souls.
bitch.
That woman tried to fail me in one of the classes because at the end of the year you had to turn in your sketchbook with a shit ton of like stuff in it or whatnot.
Yeah.
I had turned it in. It had been graded, and then she said afterwards that I hadn't turned it in. It took like 3 months to get her and the school to change the grade with all of her fucking grading in it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? She sat there and said I was lying, and I marked with the book up myself. I'm like, okay.
No,
Yeah,
see,
I was gonna say.
in 8th grade we had a science teacher.
You
I'm
just
not
gave me a
gonna
hard time for like,
New
oh,
subscription
no, Mark's gonna
received.
fail a class.
Dispensing gratitude. Gratitude dispensed.
Skylar, thank you for the sub. Welcome back. You're my newest best bud. Thank you for sub. Hello there, Skylar. Long time no see. How you doing, brother? I see you in Discord every day, but on here. But we had in 8th grade we had a science teacher, great person, but as a teacher, a little so-so. And our entire class pretty much got put in, including Greg and Sarah, got put into summer school because we all failed her science class.
Of course.
And Mrs. Turner was there and was just sitting there, and she was teaching the summer class because the person quit teaching junior high science. And in her defense, we were fucking dicks, like assholes. We did what we called the daily soup of the day, and everyone brought remnants of their lunch and poured it into her rock bucket and stirred it up. So milk, food, everything. Now looking back, I'm like, why the fuck did we do that? That is so fucking mean.
Do you know what I feel bad about now looking back?
What?
Oh, Mrs. Justice, who I've now come to realize is like
The sweetest
very
lady.
sweet person.
And you were such an ass to her, like stealing her fucking cookies and shit. I was there the day you got up on her podium and stole her fucking Oreos or some shit.
Which day?
Well,
There
I
were
did,
several.
Yeah, I did that whole bunch.
It was him taking the food and then hiding it in the fucking tiles.
I did that too.
An alarm clock? Was it an alarm clock or one that was
Yeah, the ceiling. Man, I did a lot of things. I forgot about the alarm clock. And then the other thing was, I went.
Where is that noise coming from?
I got into her cookies. I ate them all, except for 2. One I smashed, one I ate half of it. Put it back in a bag, and then I wrote on a marker with the bag, "Thanks for the cookies," and I left it on top of her desk.
No, the best.
Wasn't it her where for a while she thought she was drinking Diet Coke and people were just replacing it with real Coke or something? I swear that was.
I don't know, but I could see that being a real thing.
I'm pretty sure
It's
that
probably
happened
our
too.
fault that she got fucking tongue cancer.
She's a sweet woman.
She's
She
one of the
is.
sweetest ladies. No, Mr. Baum. He's
We had
one of the
one of the
sweetest
funnest-
dudes ever. Like, Steven, you remember Steven, the class under me, and Grant, David, Steven, and all those?
Steven was a dick to bomb.
So we're...
So I had David Sartori in my class when I was in one of Mr. Baum classes.
They did
and
not
he wasn't
like each other.
he wasn't a dick to him. It was what can I get away with without him noticing?
That's what
Sartori
Steven would do,
constantly.
too. But...
No, but Steven hated. Those two did not like each other.
I don't get it. Like, Steven... One day we're sitting in class, and we go in, and Steven's sitting. You know, Mr. Baum had that huge potted plant in the back corner. Steven's just standing behind it.
Yep.
We're like, what the fuck are you doing, Steven? Shut up! My desk now. Okay, whatever. So we all take class, and Mr. Baum walks in and goes, Steven, what are you doing? He goes, shut up, Mr. Baum, this is my desk. Okay. And then he unzips his fly, and Mr. Baum's like, what are you doing? I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna pee in your plant. And Mr. Baum's like, don't pee in my plant. Please, for the love of God, don't pee in my plant. And then Steven just kept fucking with him. And it was funny because that entire time Steven was doing that, Gabe Gray was hiding under Mr. Baum's desk. And Mr. Baum had no idea. And like halfway through class, he's like, where's Gabe? And we're like, I don't know. And he sat down at his desk and Gabe popped and went, blah, blah, blah. And he jumped so fucking high, scared the shit out of him.
I mean, now that we're adults, you can imagine Mr. Baum's probably like, I beep and hate these kids so much.
He's like, I wish I could fucking murder you little sons of bitches.
Yeah, like, I didn't really get along with Baum. Oddly enough, one teacher I semi
He's too much like your dad's probably why you didn't get along with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not as strict as your dad, but he's very similar
Yeah.
personality-wise.
He is.
He
And I
also
didn't-
drives the coolest truck.
And I didn't like my
That
dad
truck's
as
gone.
much as I do now.
Mr. Baum's truck got in a wreck and it's gone.
Yep. Well, back then.
Yeah, that Chevy was fucking awesome.
I didn't, like, try and think of teachers I actually didn't mind.
Mrs. McVeigh was usually pretty cool. I mean, once you got to like know her.
I did not. No,
Oh, our class.
I had issues. We messed up in her class. Well, I didn't even need to, and I just got pulled into the damn thing. Yeah, we don't even need to talk about this one, Varner.
Dude, it was the whole class.
It was well.
Except for
It
like
was
3
most,
people.
except for like a couple of the girls.
Couple of the girls. And the only reason they got upset that they weren't part of it, and I'm pretty confident that's why I think I know who snitched. But, and I think the only reason she was upset she wasn't part of the action. Because we weren't
Yeah.
caught. So,
Are you thinking MS?
actually, I don't think it was her.
I do. It's either DK or MS is who I think it was.
Oh, I was gonna say NB.
I was
I-
going to say NB too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe. DK, yeah, I could totally see that happening. I could see those two happening more than MS. Because MS had such a hard time in school. The last thing she needed was that.
Yeah, last thing she needed was like more fucking
Yeah.
attention put on her.
'Cause-
People
'cause
treated
we
her like
all-
shit.
We already treated her like shit, imagine if we had an actual good reason to.
I felt so bad for her now. Like she's a friend now. Every time I see her, we sit down and talk.
No, here's the thing though. I've had conversations with her about it, like one-on-one conversations, where it was only us two in a room, right? Her opinion of that time's interesting. She mentioned about, because I never like apologized to her, right? But she talked about it, and the way she talks about it is, she says she brought onto herself. And she said in college she did the same thing, and she brought some of it to herself. She said she didn't really learn until halfway through college her behavior and why people were reacting.
Oh, the snottiness and stuff.
Yeah, and she said she started to correct it. So she does believe, yes, she was bullied some, but she does, in her opinion, believe some of it's her own fault.
It's a lot of it's just the naivete or whatever, where you think you're it's a lot of it's like autism based. Not saying she has autism, but with people that are like that, they'll sit there and act like everything is perfectly normal, completely missing all the clues right around them.
It's like
but
Asperger's,
when it comes to like school stuff, that's what I meant, Asperger's. And it's like, it's just how you are. Once you start realizing what's really going on, it helps out. But you can't read a scene or a situation. That it just doesn't work.
Was she bullied? Yeah, kind of. Was she the most annoying human being that ever walked the planet during that age period? Yes. So.
I mean, I wasn't the most annoying one. Yes.
God, she was something. She isn't now. I think she's fine now. But...
Yeah, she's fine now. I get along with her very well.
Yeah, so do I.
Yep. Haven't talked to her since.
She was at my wedding.
Yeah, she was. I sat by her.
Yep, I invited her to my wedding. We actually hung out a whole bunch when I was in when I graduated college and living in Marion. We actually hung out some.
Good.
So she's different.
And
her husband now, he's the nicest guy.
Oh yeah.
Like, so nice. It's ridiculously nice. It's one of those, it's almost impossible to hate type people, because it's like you'd feel like a bad person.
One of the things that really bothered me looking back at that time is how badly in my class GH was treated. Like, he was treated really fucking shitty by most of my class.
Yeah, I would totally understand why he would hate all of you.
Like, I didn't treat him bad. I actually, to the best of my ability, I tried not fucking with him because I knew how he felt.
Everyone did. Like, that's what was amazing. That, like, not talk about like that one situation. The fact, like, he showed up and he came to that meeting all on my side, and I'm looking at him like, of all people, like, my opinion of him skyrocketed at that moment. It's like, okay, obviously you have a moral code that you live by. Good on you, brother. You know, like, all right, I'm not going to make fun of you from this day on, and I never did.
Well, some of the,
you know,
like, him and I talked.
Kind of a jerk though.
Well, him and I had some one-on-one talks. This has been a while ago, but it was well after college even. But there were certain other members of my class specifically that were just notoriously asses to everyone, and I think you know who I'm talking about. He has since corrected that behavior. I've known him now as an adult after college, and that has been rectified because I think he learned that that's not a good idea, because I think in college it kind of fucked him. But that person's behavior towards GH was caused G to have a lot of issues as an adult. A lot of, like, as an early adult. Like, I think he's much better now, in a much better mental place and everything, but it took a long time for those scars to heal.
Well, let's keep it real. Some of that, have you met his mom?
Oh, yeah. She was always good to me, though.
Dude.
Yeah, but behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Oof. So, I don't think some of that was all bull.
Yeah, I don't know how he was treated specifically by...
Yeah.
We'll just say she's a very strong-willed
Oh, I could see that.
woman.
Yeah. I could see that. Oh, did you... You weren't there.
Some of the stuff I've seen myself and stuff my mother has told me since she's older.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
So going back to baseball, senior year, my senior year, senior night was not starting me. Instead, freshmen were starting, who I was a better hitter than, better catcher, better infield player, and even a better arm than all of them. But whatever. Okay. So I'm sitting there eating my sunflower seeds, and we're going to go take the field. I don't expect this whatsoever. GH and MS are both sitting next to me, and they call to take the field for the anthem. Neither one of them get up. And I look at them, what the fuck are you guys doing? You don't play, we don't play. And the coach was fucking fuming because they refused to go out on the field until he started me and left me in for the whole game.
Who was his coach back then?
He had 3 sons, one in your class, one...
No, that's who it was, yeah.
Yep.
Because I know he was when I was done. I didn't know he stayed with.
Yeah, he stayed with all the way to the end. The thing that I hated the most about it is whenever his son fucked up, his youngest, at second, he put me in to show him how it's supposed to be done in the infield, and then would take me out the next inning and put him back in.
Oh, his dad drove me nuts.
Like, why am I not starting if I am better than him? And you need to use me as an example to show him how to play the goddamn position. Then I should be the one playing the fucking position. And I wasn't comfortable second. That was supposed to be GH's position. I should have been either at first or third. Those are the 2 positions I am most comfortable with. Yeah, in 8th grade, I took a fucking line drive off the face, a one-hopper to the face. I got up and I kept playing. I was never bad at third base. It wasn't until the idiots started putting me out in the outfield. Like, why are you putting me out in the outfield?
Yep.
I can't catch a fly ball, but you put me at
left. I think I play with you in right and left.
Yeah. And I'm like, why are you putting me out here? I'm an infielder. I can catch a line drive all fucking day. I can do a ground ball all day. I can throw to cross a first with a hell of an arm. But you put me in outfield and they hit a fly ball to me, I cannot see it good enough to judge it. I don't have the depth vision for it. Because at the time I had astigmatism. So I just couldn't judge the depth properly.
Yep.
And I guess
Jamie's got rid of most of hers with the surgery.
Same. And you know what really pissed me off? And you were there.
Which was funny because we had a conversation a while back or whatever where she's like, I've just realized that not everyone sees lights like I do at night.
Yeah, you don't.
Like, yeah, nope.
Her and I do. I get a halo. Everything has a little bit of a halo to it.
Hers are streaks coming off of them.
Oh no, she has a starburst like looking thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I have halos. Everything has like this hazy glow around it, like the bright lights.
Mm-hmm.
Like even right now, sitting at my desk, my bright lights shine on my face. They have like a ring around them.
Yeah.
But what pissed me off, and you were there, which was right after Joe quit baseball, and we got that intermittent coach, whatever the fuck his name was, and he had me pitching that one day, and MR was batting, and I threw.
Wait, did it switch to Farrell or someone else?
No, it was someone else. Farrell quit when Joe quit.
Yeah.
The dude only coached for 1 year, and then MR took over.
Oh, I think I remember.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
I don't know his name. I do mean remembering names, but yeah.
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
He was testing Owen's arm on the mound, which was fine. Gronwald was catching. Yeah, put me on the mound, and everything was fine. I threw a 2-2 seams past Michael, and it was beautiful. Left to right curve 2 seams, and then I threw a 4 seam, and Michael foul tipped it, and it hit the coach in the face when he foul tipped it, because he was standing behind the fucking catcher with no gear on. And then he yelled at me and told me to get off the mound like it was my fucking fault. Like, excuse me? Why are you yelling at me? Why were you behind home plate with no fucking face mask on? that fucking pissed me off. Like, my arm, I had power. I just needed coaching to help me control it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I had no control whatsoever.
You had a pretty fucking good arm, though.
I had a good arm, I had no control. That was my issue. I never played baseball enough. I played it when I was very, very young. And then not again until like junior high or high school. So I never had the ability to like, not the ability, but the time frame to actually get the arm down.
That's fair. I get that.
No,
But-
I was just gonna say earlier, I just remember you being in outfield, and my whole thing was, okay, guys, left and right, I've got like 2/3 of the field, I got the middle. You guys can handle your little
Our little areas.
eighths on the sides, I've got the middle, you don't have to worry about it. I got it covered. If I dive and miss one, just back me up, just go get it.
I had no
be
issues
up
with that
against the
because I couldn't judge it. And I was there multiple times with you out in the outfield where, I mean, you did dive and miss it, or like it just was an off shot and I had to come to me, and I caught more than I dropped.
Yeah.
But I was not good at judging it because of the astigmatism, like you said. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, how hard it is to fucking see that stuff sometimes.
Yep.
And why did you put me in the fucking infield? You even put me at catcher. I was comfortable catching. There's only one infield position I wasn't super comfortable with, and that was shortstop. I enjoyed baseball, and it fucking killed me that I wasn't given an opportunity to actually coach properly.
No, baseball we weren't there to win or whatever. We never really won any big games or anything. It was just there to have fun and just
Yep.
do it. Something to do during the summers.
Yes.
Still remember Ryan going face first into a fence to catch one, having like a square on his face, a diamond-shaped square.
Yep. I remember David Sartori up at Notre Dame running out in the field in just his fucking jock strap. David, what the fuck are you doing? He got kicked off the field that day. Oh my god, it was so fucking good. Good times, man.
Hey Varner, you still got the video of our English? Was it English class? I don't remember which one. Our pet project for selling stuff.
Yeah, the Mrs. Justice class, selling the indestructible suit.
Yep.
Indestructible
Create a
suit.
product and then market it. We had to make videos.
Yeah, we made an indestructible suit. Mark fell out of a tree.
I jumped out of a tree.
Yeah, well, you jumped, but it didn't go very far. Not your fault. It was the suit.
It was
but-
the whole plan.
Yeah, you didn't make it very far. And to this day, you can see where he jumped. But, like, yeah, I threw balls at you, hit you with bats. You jumped full speed and rolled down the hill. And then when I said, okay, buddy, then our dog buddy comes down. He starts, like, grabbing at you.
Yep.
Did a basketball crossover because you couldn't move in it. I told people how glow in the dark can protect you versus bears. Yeah, I remember that whole thing.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was
What?
a fun day.
I believe Fox, it was a cardboard box and a lot of duct tape.
Dude, no, there was a lot of stuff in it though.
I know.
For protection. Like, that thing was sturdy. I mean, I hit you with the bat, and you kept on telling me to hit you harder, and eventually I hit you pretty hard. You're fine. So, I mean, wasn't plastic bag, it was real.
No, I think we put like pillows or whatever in between each
Yeah,
side of the
yeah.
box and all this other crap.
Yeah,
So like when I said jumped out of a tree, Fox, I believe it was like a pine tree,
yeah.
and you like
yeah.
jumped down the side
He's-
through the branches.
So he's hitting the
I'm like, this'll work. It'll look good too.
He's in the branches, and his body's twirling in the air like he actually does a full like turn twirl as he's falling and hits the ground. It's like, oh crap, you okay? And I'm like, which one? I can't remember which one you did. It was either the tree or the hill where you turn around to go safe. Like, and you made the safe symbol.
Fox, you can imagine seeing this video, and then Justice's face is like, "What the fuck were you doing?"
I'm thinking, what
You're
the
gonna get
fuck
me
were you
fired.
doing?
Yeah, we showed this video to the class. It was
Yep.
great.
I'm thinking, what the fuck were you doing?
Everyone else put like no effort into it. In ours, we went all out and no commercial. Like, and I was super into it. I had pink sunglasses and stuff like that. And,
Oh yeah, we got a hell of an A on that one.
yep. That was easy money.
My mind is blown.
I remember a class I took with Justice. It was all we had to do was read, because when
I had that
found
class
out
with
about
you.
it-
That's the class I
Yeah.
had with you, and you kept eating all our fucking cookies in that class.
That's
American Lit or whatever the fuck it was called.
Oh yeah.
I'd never take that class. I have no interest.
She slept the entire class.
Who did?
Justice. She would
Yeah.
fall asleep. It was right after lunch.
Fall
We'd all
asleep.
go there, and she would fall asleep.
During class, dude, I sat next to Laura Killian,
Yep.
and Laura would get so like annoyed, and then I'll tell Laura like, why does it matter you're reading anyway? You know, like, she's asleep or not, does that change like your reading? No. Okay. You know?
I've been like, Laura, what is she supposed to do? You're supposed to be reading. She's supposed to be keeping her mind busy for an hour, hour and a half. Good luck with that.
By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. Miss Speeds and Laura Killian, they rode in the same vehicle as me and were in the same class as me for driver's ed throughout the summer.
Oh, nice.
But that was
Yeah.
fun.
You know,
Yeah.
I was worried in mine
I got really
because,
close with Laura during that summer.
well, I was gonna say, someone in my my car, first day, ducks when a bird flies by as they're driving. I then thought I was going to die in driver's ed. First fucking day, I'm gonna duck as a bird flies by while driving a car. Yeah.
Seeing Speeds drive for the first time in the car with her, you can imagine me and my opinion of her at the time. It's like, I remember telling Laura backseat, I go, we're gonna die today. And something of that nature. And Laura gets like upset with me. Like, no, we're not, and everything else. And like Megan, when she goes to back up, she like then like slams on the brakes. She only moved like an inch. And I looked at Laura. Laura looked at me with so much fear in her eyes. She didn't say it, but it's like, oh yeah, I see it. You just don't want Megan to overhear you. You're as scared as I am. Hit that highway.
Yep.
Oh, that was fun. But as I said, that was fun. Just Laura and I just commenting on people throughout. And then there's this other kid too. I don't know. I can't remember his name. But
Well, we ended up having Mr. Nash or whatever as the teacher on one of them like, for the second half, and that motherfucker drove us straight into told us to drive straight into a tornado. It ended up being a confirmed touchdown right where we were driving, and he's like, "Oh, it looks pretty bad over here. Let's go over here. I'll give you guys some weather driving." Drives us straight into one, and we have the radio on, and the warning's going off and everything. He's like, "I don't see anything. We'll be fine." Just like, dude, why? I think we were driving up to Donaldson and back.
See, I had Froman for mine, and we would just drive around. So you could tell at the beginning of the month when it was his bill day, because he'd drive us all the way over to Warsaw, and he had to drop his bills off.
Yep.
that's awesome.
We ran his errands. That's all we did. We drove around to
Of
his
course.
errands. I had you remember Brooke Batley from the public school? Yeah, she was in mine. Like, and then Casey something, I can't think of her last name, was the other girl. It was just me and the other two girls. There was good times in high school, wasn't there?
Oh, I had tons of good times.
I still-
had more.
One
I
of
had
my
more in
favorite.
college, but
Well,
I
yeah.
had some good ones.
Buck and I had some crazy good times in college. I'll never forget the Sarases.
You guys both made me not remember my 21st. Thanks.
Like I said, I'll never not forget the Sarases.
That was the end.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna die that night so bad. I tried
you
to.
were really bad shape.
I kept trying to stop people from feeding you drinks, and the other guy on this call that isn't named Mark or Nathan with an O kept saying, "Oh, he's fucking fine."
Yeah, there was some irresponsibility that night.
The problem was, no one realized, or I probably just didn't voice it enough. I came before this.
That what?
I drank like 6 or 9 beers before we even went out because I was pre-gaming with people at the dorm.
I think you were pre-gaming with
It was a lot.
me, because I think we had started drinking, because you and I walked over there together.
Yep. So I was ready to go, and the funny thing was, that day when I bought the beer or whatever, I didn't get carded. I'm like, of all days to not get carded on your 21st, are you kidding?
Yep.
Found it ironically funny.
Hey, but
Yeah.
at least you didn't tell your father that you can't swallow or chew bread. Like I did.
Your dad loved it. He just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
He comes in, he does this, shaking his head like, "What are you idiot? What are you doing?"
So the drunkest...
His normal state of mind. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to bed. Take care of him.
The drunkest I had ever been in front of my family, still to this day, was when I was in high school. It was my junior year, and my cousin had brought down a bottle of absolute vanilla vodka, actually 2 bottles, and a bunch of Pepsi. Snuck it down in their bag, and they came down for Thanksgiving. So we were sitting down in the basement when I lived down here and had the TV and stuff, and we're just drinking vanilla vodka and Pepsi, and it tastes like, vanilla Coke, vanilla Pepsi.
Yeah.
And my cousin just finishes his first drink and goes and grabs a bottle, and the first bottle of vanilla vodka is completely empty. He's like, "What the fuck? How many of you had?" Like, "I don't know." And then his dad comes upstairs like, "Hey, can you boys bring up the pumpkin pies for tomorrow's dinner?" And my cousin looks at me and goes, "You got this, Hoss." I'm like, "Fuck." I had to put both pies on top of each other and use both legs in one hand to go up the stairs. I had to,
He was about to say all 3 legs.
Yeah, all 3 legs. I had to have 3 legs to go up the fucking stairs because I could not stand upright completely. And my uncle just looks at me and smiles and goes, "Son of a bitch."
The only time I really got that feeling was from apple pie, and I wasn't really that drunk
From
from
Scott's,
it, but
right?
there was like apple pie. Because when you drink that and you're sitting down or whatever, you'll stand up and then you'll be like, "Nope," and sit straight back down. Like, I feel fine sitting down. The second I stand up, holy shit, it hits hard. You just lose all sense of balance and everything.
Mark, should I tell Fox about my worst experience being drunk in front of my dad?
I don't know. Go ahead.
College graduation story.
Go ahead.
So, Fox, I know you haven't heard this story yet, but
Probably not.
So my worst experience with my parents, as drunk Nathan. So, it's graduation day from Upper Iowa. I'm graduating college finally.
Mm-hmm.
They show up. I'm living in a place with 3 other guys, this or that. One of them you don't see because he's on the fire escape where we took his bed and set it in the fire escape, and he was locked out there sleeping. Multiple people sleeping all over the living room, party floor, partied. I am sleeping in my bed with a naked girl, which, by the way, to this day, still don't know who that girl is. And I had vomit all over the floor. I vomited so severely that night, my blood vessels broke and went all the way down to my cheeks, all over. And the reason why my dad was in my room getting me is because I was late for my own graduation. And he grabs me, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm going to miss the graduation." And he shakes me and tells me to get together because grandma's downstairs. So
Oh fuck.
he wipes my face. I'm hungover. We get to my graduation. it's already started, so I can't sit with my own people. So I have to sit behind people who graduate with MBAs. So they're going to allow me to walk. I could barely hold myself up. There's these two other people who just graduated MBAs. They're loving my situation. They think that's the most hilarious thing. The only thing that made things a little bit better for me, I'm not making this up, they call my name. A lot of people, I guess, came to the party that we threw, knew how I was. There's only 2 nights in my entire life. I've never been one of those people. I've never understood people who are like, oh, I can't remember what happened, right? I've never been one of those. That night, to this day, I don't even remember us starting the party or leaving the bar.
Yep.
Don't know.
I have 3 of those from college.
From the pictures I've seen and things, we threw a rager. And I get up there. I get cheers from obviously the business school section. But then I walk across, shake hand, grab it, and I'm just like barely making the cross. I'm just trying to hold myself together. I had no
Still
shit.
drunk.
Still drunk. I had
Yep.
2 professors. One I stay in contact with this day, my accounting professor. And the other one was marketing professor. They get up out of their seats and meet me at the bottom of the stairs and shook my hand and stuff like that. And then some more of my business people cheered. Then they went back to their seats and sat down. It's like some off the movie or something. And my parents seeing the professors do that, 2 of them, made them happier. The only
Less frustrated to hell and back.
yeah, what they didn't know is those 2 professors were very conservative, and I was not shy about my capitalistic opinions at the college on some of my classes and some of my case studies, like defending big oil and things of that nature. So they loved me for just different non-educational reasons as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, then obviously we have to clean up my college room, finish up the leave. Well, I can't because then I end up puking again. And so I had to come back on a separate date to get my stuff, and my parents like, we're not going to help you because you had a chance for us to help you, you blew it. So
You blew it all over the room.
yeah, that was
In chunks.
so. If you know my dad, imagine my dad walking into.
I can't even imagine your dad seeing that and
In
not
that
just
situation.
walking out saying, fuck this.
Yeah, and seeing me with the girl and stuff like that and everything, like,
Something is deep down in his body. He's got to be like, that's my boy.
oh yeah, like there was my 2 best friends, like my 2 are good guys, Sydney and Belize. Like I
remember
asked
Sydney.
Asked them who like the
Yeah,
girls
Sydney was great.
are, and they pretty much narrowed it down to 3. We don't know
Hey,
which
Willow.
one of the 3, and we don't want to ask for obvious reasons.
I used to play
But
Path
no
of
one's ever
Exile.
contacted me. So
You mean for your
I'm good.
illegitimate son that you have hiding somewhere?
I guess. I'm under no assumptions. If I was too drunk to forget, I'm guessing my performance wasn't very good that night. So I'm just going to go
Well,
under
if she
that
was so
assumption.
drunk that she slept through you projectile vomiting so hard you blew half your face off.
Yeah.
Her performance was probably real spectacular too.
Dude, it was bad. Like my blood vessels really were broke all the way down to my cheeks, both sides, and my eyes. You could see
I've
all the
never,
vessels.
I've luckily never broken blood vessels from coughing or anything yet.
Oh, I have. It's not a good
Oh, I
experience.
know.
I have sprained ribs.
I've done it. The blood vessels things. I've done it twice in my life. That was one of them. And then the other
No problem,
one.
Willow. Yeah, I used to play it. It was kind of like when I was in a Diablo phase.
I did it when I was going to school in Mount Pleasant, and that was a Halloween night. That's the same night that in front of our building that's all glass.
Yep.
I'm peeing on the glass and people are just walking by looking at, my dick and everything else peeing. And so my frat brothers at the time, they grabbed me And I'm like, oh yeah, fuck people who ride bikes. So I just start peeing on everyone's bikes. But yeah, that night, that was a good night though. That was a good Halloween. But my friends made a mistake. They toss me in the shower. I'm naked in the shower. They throw me in there, and they leave a hot shower on me, and I pass out with hot water hitting me. Yeah, like, trust me, after everything came down afterwards, like, guys, you could have killed me accidentally. Like, you know, you basically did the worst thing you could have done. I'm already dehydrated. So
yeah, like
finally a couple other guys found me hours later. But yeah, I was yakking pretty hard that night. I broke a whole bunch of muscles, but
my I think my worst 2 nights, Mark was there, or I have 3 real bad nights, but of two of those, Mark was there. So one of them was we went to this house party at Smith and Royer. Scott had invited us. You remember that? It was back when I still lived in Corbin Olson still. And I had no idea where fucking Smith and Royer was. And I kept calling you and Scott, like, how the fuck do I get here? I ended up walking through woods to get there. And I finally get to this raging house party where there's only like 7 people there. Which is Scott, right? You,
Don't you love it when
Raymaker.
everyone's like, oh, it's such a great party, and then there's no one there.
Yeah. And they're like, it's $5 for a cup. And I'm like, I'm not paying you $5 for this shitty fucking party. And then you came out of nowhere and just handed me a cup. It was just a random cup you found. And I rinsed it out and did it. So I'm sitting there talking to you and whoever that one hippie dude that was running the tap.
Yep.
And
who knows?
Yeah, and I'm drinking and I'm noticing after, I don't know, we'd been standing there for probably a fucking hour. My cup has never been empty. Like, every time I've gone to drink, it's been a full glass. Like, what the fuck? So I take a drink, and as I put it down, I look down, and the guy running the tap reaches over and tops it off every single time I was doing that. So I have no idea how much I drank. Next thing I know is I look up, and I see 4 buses in front of me. There was only 1, but I saw 4. And I go, that's the drunk
How do you know there weren't 4?
Huh?
There could have been 4. You never know.
Could have been. But I go, this is a drunk bus, and I need to go home. And I got on the bus. I don't think I even talked to you guys. I just fucking left.
Yep.
I got on the bus, passed out. Have no idea how long I was unconscious on the bus, but I get woken up. I'm in Macomb Square, and I thought I was in Chicago. It's like this dude wakes me up and goes, hey, buddy, where are you going? Corbin Olson. And I open my eyes, and I see what, to me, was like 20-story buildings. They were 2 and 3-story buildings. I'm like, oh my God, are we in downtown Chicago? Did I get on the wrong bus? The guy's like, no, you're on the drunk bus. We're going to the bars. Where do you want to go? I'm like, I'm not old enough for the bars. He's like, I got fakes. And he whips out this like wallet full of fakes. He goes, you look just like this dude. Let's go. I'm like, I'm good. I've had enough. Okay, buddy. But if you ever need it, you know me. Come find me. I'm like, I'm not going to remember this. And I pass back out.
Hey, you still remember it.
I remember that conversation because he woke me up. Then I remember passing out, and I don't know how much longer I was on the drunk bus, but then I get another dude taps me on the shoulder and goes, buddy, where's your stop? You've been on this bus for a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, Corbin Olson? He's like, okay, it's the next stop, but the bus isn't going to stop. You have to kick the door open and jump. So I get up, and I am so fucking drunk, I can't pick my foot up to kick the door. And in my, now looking back, I'm like, why would I kick the door open? That's dumb. I'm going to get my ass ran over. This dude gets up, and this is the last thing I remember from the night. He punches the plexiglass window out completely, shatters it, frame goes flying out on the sidewalk. The bus comes to a screeching halt, and then I wake up the next morning in my bed like, what the fuck just happened?
Yep.
It was a wild ride. Like, what just happened?
What was that? Was it what's the bar there that had dancing and was still somewhat of a bar?
The Forum or the Ritz?
There? The Ritz, probably.
The one that we used to go to at the
Ritz,
Sarah's all the time was the Ritz.
I don't think this was what one was. It might have been the Ritz.
You're thinking the
Which one had the outside area to it? There was like an outside area you could go and smoke and whatever that was kind of like fenced off.
The country one did.
Okay.
The change of pace.
So that one I got so drunk at one point, I woke up in my car and it was like freezing temps outside with like just sleeping in my car in the driver's seat
I don't even think I had a
at like
wallet
2
on
or
me,
3 in the
Willow.
morning. It's funny because the Sarahs were like, we had no idea where you went. I finally answered text messages and stuff. I'm like, I just got so drunk. I just went to my car, took a nap, slept it off, woke up, and I was perfectly fine. That's all I needed.
Yep. And
I think it was that one.
my worst blackout, like worst that I remember nothing, was when I lived across from you on the 17th floor. And it was the end of the year, and remember my friend McKim bought that
I
bottle.
never lived on the 17th.
Or whatever that upper floor was we lived on, that really high up floor.
Nope, never lived up there.
Oh, were you on the?
It was you and Souls.
That was me and Gooding, because
Or
Souls
whoever,
left. Yeah, and you lived down below me. Right? You lived on a couple floors down or
We were
some
always
shit.
on like the 4th or whatever it was.
Yeah, and on the 4th the next year, I moved down to your floor. Right?
Oh,
Maybe-
no,
was
I
it-
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was the 4th floor. No, man, we're on the 4th floor.
Roommate.
Yeah.
The first year I was there, I had a roommate on like the 7th or 8th or something.
Yeah. So I got so hammered the end of the semester, and now you were there because I think we played games before I started drinking. But I drank UV Blue and Goldschlager. I drank both bottles completely by myself. And I don't remember anything, but I do remember waking up at 6 a.m. sober, I think, ready to go for the day, and McKim was in my other bed because I had a solo room at that point. So no, it was 4th floor because I had a solo room at that point.
Yeah.
So it was 4th floor, and McKim was in the other bed that it came with the room. He's like, dude, lay the fuck down. You've been up all night throwing up everywhere. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, you filled all 4 sinks and all 3 toilets in one go. I'm like, what? And when the bathroom, and it was fucking destroyed. I'm like, oh God. I didn't even feel bad. Wasn't hungover, nothing. I had way too many drinking escapades at Macomb. Like, that first semester was hard. I drank way too much. Did I ever tell you about the time that Souls and I got chased by the cops?
No.
Yeah, so
maybe, but I don't remember.
So we were coming down, what was that street? Wheeler Street? Yeah, the one where all, like the other fraternities were, and it came down towards the Union or whatever, and they had the big wheel races on. Yeah. So we're walking down from, I don't know what fraternity house, and we're hammered, and neither one of us are 21 yet.
Western Avenue?
Yeah, whatever it was. I don't remember that one in the middle. And, we noticed that the campus security's following us pretty close, and then behind him's a cop car following us too. So then we kind of cut through campus a little bit, and the security guy keeps following us in our cuts. And the cop gets out of the cop car, parks, and starts following the security guy. I'm like, fuck me, they're coming after us. So we haul ass into the first academic building we see, which is the theater building, which has no windows, no nothing. We go up one set of stairs and down another on the opposite side and haul ass to Corbin Olson. That's where I lived at the time. And then we just hit out, and we somehow lost the cops in the theater building. I don't even know why it was unlocked at like midnight, but it was. And that's when my roommate yelled at me, because evidently after I pass out, Souls got on his computer and was looking at porn. He goes, hey, do you know who M Souls 10 is? I'm like, no. It's like they logged into their Facebook and they were watching a lot of porn on my computer. I'm like, I have no idea who that is.
Never heard of this man.
He's like, dude, quit lying. I know it's your roommate.
Don't ask stupid questions then if you don't want stupid answers.
That dude was such a cokehead. He did so many different drugs. That dude was a fucking idiot. What was it? Was it the day I was moving into Higgins? One of the days I walked in, he was fucking baiting.
Oh, that's lovely.
We're sitting right at his desk. I'm like, Jesus, dude, sock on the door or something. Door wasn't even locked.
Maybe it's his fetish.
Oh, maybe it was. He was all pissy with me. I was glad to never see him again.
Yep. Well, the first year I was there, the guy was doing Ramadan or whatever in the middle of the night, constantly waking up at like 4 or 5 in the morning to eat
I
dinner or
remember
something.
this.
Dude,
Yeah.
and he like at one point he told me I was turning his alarms off or whatever. I'm like, dude, you should just turn them off yourself and go back to bed. He like was dead determined that was me. I'm like, dude, you wake up in the middle of the night and create these meals or whatever and eat. Like, it's so impossible to, you know, sleep when someone's doing that in the same room as you. Don't give me a hard time, fucker. That guy would take his boombox, put it in the window, blast it, and then walk outside and just sit there and talk to people with the music.
Hmm.
I was gonna say, he wasn't that bad of a roommate, but he had a couple of bad qualities he had to deal with just to get past
The BS, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. Wonder if I did this. What time is it? Oh fuck, it's half an hour past my bedtime. Here we go again.
Better start drinking.
I did. Are you gonna do it again? You son of a bitch. My big thing in college, Willow, was I swore I lived by Gatorade. If I went on a bender, Gatorade followed every time. Yeah, need to hydrate and get those electrolytes, especially if you vomited. Yep. Very first thing I always kept, especially when I lived in the suite dorms in Corbin Olson, which were sweet because you actually had like a living room in the middle between two dorm rooms, and it came with a fridge. So we had like a full size fridge. I would always keep a big case of fucking Gatorade in there. So Saturday morning, wake up, grab Gatorade, and I would watch the Notre Dame because all the furniture in there, like the futon, the TV. Anything that wasn't from the school itself was mine. It's like, this is my fucking area, bitches. You guys didn't furnish shit. So I made sure Notre Dame was on every Sunday or every Saturday. Oh yeah, I forgot my senior year, Mark. You'd love this one. So my senior, Liz came up to visit me. And it was the last football game of my year at Western, and I went to it for ROTC. We're doing the cannons and stuff, and they told all the seniors, take off your uniforms, drink, have a good time. You're all over 21. You don't need to be in uniform. Have a good time. This is your last time. So we did. We went and changed out. We put on jeans and a t-shirt, and we're out there having a good time. And the second you walk back into the parking lot, it was the first time I actually tailgated at a Western football game. They start chucking us beer from the ROTC truck. And then my fraternity had the truck right across the aisle from them. So they're chucking me beers. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm just getting beer chuck after beer chuck. And Liz was coming to visit me. So the game had just started. She gets there. I had her a ticket. She got into the game just fine. But I am so fucking trashed that I'm like, you need to take me home. And I threw up in a trash can on the way out. And like, you need to take me home. So she took me back to the apartment that I lived in. And then I passed out in the bed. And then I wake up finally with a headache and sober. But I see sunlight. And I remember when I left the game, it was fucking pitch black out. So I'm like, oh my God, I slept through the entire day you were here to visit with me. The entire night. Because you have to go back to Ames tomorrow. And she's like, Nathan, it's only been 3 hours. I'm like, what do you mean? It was dark when I went to bed and the sun's out. It was not dark when you went to bed, even close. You were that fucking trashed. I completely lost, like, light vision, I guess?
Yep.
I had thought I had timed warp and drunkenness. It was very scary for a moment. Like, you can't make that shit up. That shit was fucking... It was scary. But I still tell a story, though. Now, this was no drinking, Nathan. Mark saved my ass on this one. So...
Yes, I did.
You know what I'm talking about, I think.
No clue.
When you had to come get me from the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I lived 3 blocks from the hospital. He had to come get me and put me to bed because by the time we got to my apartment, which was 3 blocks from the hospital, I was out. So... I had gone out to the field with the army, like a week prior.
Yeah.
And I made coffee out in the field over an open campfire. Didn't think shit about it. And then a couple days go by and I'm just not feeling good. Like, I'm dragging, I'm having a hard time breathing. My throat's sore. And I go into the ROTC department and the secretary looks at me and goes, Nathan, are you feeling okay? I'm like, no, not at all. Why? She's like, you need to go to the hospital. You got something going on inside your mouth. I can see it when you're talking. Okay. So I went to the local doctor there at the clinic on campus. They go, no, you're going to the hospital. So they sent me to the hospital, and the doctor looked at me, and evidently the log I had burnt had dry poison ivy on it. And I had vaporized it and breathed it in, and I had poison ivy infection in my lungs and throat. And I was like,
that's usually something you get when, like, you're out picking berries in nature and you get poison ivy in your hand and then it transfers to the berries that you're eating and then you eat them.
Yep.
Not usually because you burnt a log that had like the vine attached to it or something like that. Yeah.
It was weird. So, so the doctor's like, you were like a day away from dying. I need you to understand this. Like, your bronchial tubes are so fucked up from this, they almost swelled shut.
Yeah.
And then he's like, do you have someone that can drive you home? Because I'm giving you a double shot of Benadryl in your butt and you're not making it out of this hospital awake. I'm like, yeah, I got a friend. So I called Mark. And I honestly don't remember you coming and getting me. I remember getting in your car at one point and that was it. I'm like,
yep.
That was fucking creepy. I would never do that again. That was worse than being drunk. I'm sure. I think I slept for like 3 straight days. It was bad. I remember getting up like
the antihistamine. You should see some of the pictures. Blake, we did our anniversary thing, and our kids were at the grandparents' house. Well, he gets a sunburn or whatever on the first day. They go to the zoo, and he's wearing like a mesh shirt. So like, how do you get sunburnt? Because they put, stuff on his arms and neck and everything.
But not under the shirt.
With a mesh shirt, you can. Jamie's like, you can't see anything. I'm like, you can literally see his skin color through it. If you can see his skin color through the shirt, soak in the sun.
You can doesn't
so
have
he
to
gets
mesh,
sunburned.
yeah.
And then he starts getting these hives that are breaking out everywhere, and they get real scared and flipped out about it and stuff. And his mom's been her mom's been a nurse, so she's not that worried about it. But the fact that I've never seen someone it was insane. He would get hives like all over arms and whatnot, chest, neck, everything, and they would be gone within 30 minutes. And these are like hives that are raised skin, looking like terrible. And then 30 minutes later, they're gone and they've moved on to a different spot. And this lasted for 2 days straight. It was insane. And we'd always ask, like, I knew it was related to the sunburn and everything, but we'd be like, because this is not something that's happened before. He's gotten like, maybe a minor rash or whatever, it goes away like real quick or something, but never like on this scale. Was insanity. You should see some of the pictures, because I think Jamie took quite a few of them. Dude,
that's nuts.
It was bad. And the thing was, the skin would go back to perfectly normal within like 30 minutes or an hour.
So fucking weird.
Yeah. Had a bad reaction to the sun apparently on that one time, and which is funny because we've been out in the sun all summer and never had an issue. So we were kind of wondering if it had a combination of the sunburn or what was like what suntan lotion.
I was gonna say, yeah, a different sunscreen or something.
Who knows? Just never seen someone have like a rash appear so abruptly and then be gone and just like go back to perfect skin.
Chat says sun poisoning. That could happen sometimes
Yep,
with sun
we
poisoning.
looked it up. What is it? They are called hives, are one way, but it's not the hives. It was the other name for it. I have to go look it up again.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Fuck, I don't know the word, but I know what you're talking about.
Yep. Because hives look different, so when we're looking up hives, I'm like, that does not look like what he has, and it was another word for it. Or it could have been the hives. They're not a rat. One or the other.
I know what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm looking at hives because hives look like a bunch of blisters everywhere, and that's not what it looked.
Try this. I don't know why I'm still playing. I need to go to bed. Fuck. That's not gonna work. I was looking at Satisfactory today. I just happened to I wasn't planning on playing it, but I was on the Epic Game Store downloading that game for Brent, at Core Game or whatever that he's designing a game in. Because I got to kind of play test with his map that he's building.
Yep.
Anyway, so it shows how many hours you have in the game, and I just happened to look at Satisfactory because the Satisfactory experimental version was updating, and I had 8 days plus played. I'm like, fuck, and I played a lot of this game.
Oh, I'm at like 600 hours or something.
That's just an insane amount of
For
hours.
a bit, for like a week though, I was letting it run to collect some resource. I don't remember what it was.
I think
so
we both were doing
it's like
that.
100 to 200 hours. That would probably BS, but it's still a lot of hours.
We put work in that game.
Yep, Varner put 50 hours into it, and it was 100% of exploration.
Yeah.
And getting those fucking slugs, which was actually quite valuable and very necessary.
Yep, I think I got every slug you can possibly get, except for a couple of them that were in like either.
No,
I feel like they're not in glitch locations. I feel like they're in trolling locations with the fucking company.
No, I'm not sure
where
if it's
they
a
know they're there, you
mod
just can't
thing.
get to them.
I'm not sure if it's a mod thing or what, but I was reading online in the the bird and dog. You could also get slugs from them somehow. I never even figured out how to make the dog your pet like you could, but somehow you get from the doggo, the lizard doggo, and the one bird you could actually get slug. Fuck me.
How many days did you say you had in the game?
8 days and some odd change.
27 and a half. I think that's like the 500. Oh, go ahead.
Exploration's not always a bad.
Oh no,
No.
I've completely got the entire map explored on mine.
Exploration's fine. Like I said, I wasn't mad that you did that at all. You found all those fucking slugs and shit. That it helped out severely.
When New World comes out, having someone like me.
Did you ever tell Fox what we found, Werner?
The edge of the world. You took me there.
I tried to. We never got to where we were. He died right near it, though. I was gonna say, I couldn't get past a certain jump or whatever. I took the wrong jump and couldn't get back up to the level or whatever. He kept going up the line of rocks and everything. And then he got seen at some point and was just running for his life for like 20 seconds to a minute or something.
Yeah, until they just like hauled fucking ass and just like poke. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
And it was like 2. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning. Like, I gotta get to fucking bed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely push that one.
Are you guys gonna play the open beta on the 9th?
No.
I told him I'm probably just gonna go in and like go fishing or something.
Is the character from the open beta carrying over?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Nope.
Then I'm gonna give a fuck about the open beta because all that is just trying to break the servers.
Yeah, yeah. Like, if it's saved, like, our progress, then oh yeah, but it doesn't.
See, the only reason I'm upset about that weekend is I'm not going to be in town. I won't be able to play. I leave on the 10th for Ames, and I won't be back till the 12th.
Well, sadly, you guys won't see me a lot because I'm working, like, unless it's my day off. Like today, you're only going to see me at freaking like on those days because I work. Like right now, they have me only working nights.
Yeah, but you said once you're done the training, you're gonna go back to a more of a standard schedule and not closing, right?
But that's in December. But once December hits, then yeah, that should be fixed, and it should be fixed permanently where like I close every once in a rare while.
Yeah.
So, like once or twice a week. That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
So that's not a big deal, you know. Then you guys will see me on a lot more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
until then, I'm still gonna play, but I'll be playing like during the day, you know, while you guys are working, because that's when I'm off. Because it's like, oh, like tomorrow I don't go and work till 2, you know. So if I woke up like at 9:30, well, I might be playing from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, you know.
Yep.
Sort of thing. So you'll see me randomly, like Nathan's still leveling, but you won't fully know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Unless it's my days off, you know, and versus in bed. And then
The perfect storm has to happen at that point.
Hey Fox, look at your phone. I sent you a picture of it. That's a light picture. There were like certain areas where the skin was completely raised up and everything too. That was one where I think we gave him Benadryl and we took a picture before and we were trying to see how much it affected it
Jesus.
afterward.
You looked miserable in that poor photo.
Yeah. Oh, and it didn't bug him at all. It was literally, there was like no pain, no itching or anything. I think he was just watching TV.
He was just focused.
Yep.
I need to get more of these crystals made, which they take plastic, water, and oil. Why the fuck did I set this up like this? This is dumb. Okay, we're gonna fix this first. Okay. Factories. You guys. Okay. As for water, let's go like this. Why are you like that? No. No. Okay. Crystals. 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 And now you can pull from here, here, here. I kind of screwed that one up. Okay, this refinery needs to be moved down more. Needs to be more in line with that. Let's see if I can make that work. Yep. Yep, okay, that worked. Come on now. Quit being a dick. No. That's not what I told you. Gosh darn it. X. Thank you. Oh my god, I clicked that. Fuck. Ooh, if I do have another one of those, I do, and I can put it right mirror. Perfect. That is gorgeous. I can make. I went from 2 to 4. I just doubled my production rate. Okay, that's much better. Oh, but the problem is I bet my petroleum or refined oil consumption's way higher than my production right now because of fucking oxygen. I know what to do though to fix this. I hate to do this, oxygen, but how do I throw you away? Delete. Erase all litter. I wish I had a way of just disposing of things. Okay, figured it out. Deleting all the oxygen in the game.
You just say deleting all oxygen.
Yep, I have a bunch of stored oxygen.
Trying to kill folks.
Once again, I'm a robot. I don't need oxygen to breathe. There's no people on this planet. Just me. And my machines.
That you know of.
That I know of. Now oil production's going. I just deleted like 11 billion oxygen.
I've seen some crazy shit.
Still not high enough. Fuck, I'm almost out of refined oil. I don't know what to do with all this oxygen. Like, I'm making too much. I need to make more of those buildings, the oil refineries. Stone bricks, that, and plasma extractors. Oh, we need to save and we need to stop playing.
Go another 30.
I mean, I know I can. I shouldn't. Oh my god, it's midnight. Fuck no, I've been up since 4 a.m. I need to get sleep before, if I'm tired tomorrow, she yells at me. Okay, I saved, and we're exiting. We did say progress, chat. But that's going to be it. That's going to be it. We are heading out for the night. Where's chatting? There's chatting. We're heading out for the night. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you once again, Skylar, for that new sub. Thank you for all the new subs on YouTube. And I love Shadow Faces. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Factorio tomorrow. Factorio tomorrow, though. Factorio.
Out the door, just in time. Head down the 405. Gotta meet the new boss by 8 a.m. The phone rings in the car. The wife is working hard. She's running late tonight again. Well, I know what I've been told. You gotta work to feed the soul. But I can't do this all on my own. No, I'm no fox man.